Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lone Oak Farm. So we're down here in field, yeah, 18. There we go. That is the correct one. In our wonderful little John Deere, which I need to turn up the sound on because I was out just messing around and watching a movie while testing mods. There we go. Okay, yes. There we go. Now we can hear it. Alright, so I'm going to use my mouse and keyboard today. Don't feel like setting up the wheel and all that fun stuff. It's Saturday and I'm feeling kind of lazy, so I gotta make a few videos today. I'm not doing any kind of streaming, but I've got to get a little bit ahead where I start back to work on Monday, so should be like a little, hopefully it's going to be seamless, but you know, sometimes things happen. So what all do we have to do? Well, we have the growth control mod on. If I hit Shift Z, it shows 0 hours to anything grow, even though one of our fields is not done yet. I need to turn up my time, by the way. 5, there we go. Okay, now it shows. And yeah, so we're waiting on field 22 to get completely done. That one little area in the middle is not done yet. I skipped a few days, but so we didn't lose anything and I didn't gain anything. I like kind of fiddled with the sheep a little bit. I took away all the sheep, turned on fast time and everything because we are having such an issue. So we have the same amount. Everything is kosher. Everything is good. But I needed that field to be set so I could get the growth states to be correct. But yeah, we're out here in the big old 7810, just having a wonderful time. We've got field 20 done. 20 is ready to be seeded. We have to do work in field 16. We have to do things in all the fields, really. So we are just cruising right along. Pretty good. Field 28, we could harvest that for money, but we're not doing any of that kind of work anymore, so we won't. But yeah, this is what we're doing. Get this done really quickly. I don't think it'll take but a minute or two, and then we can move on to greener pastures. Oh, I need to change this back to mouse. There we go. Oh, got the yawn. Stayed up too late last night playing video games and just kind of dicking around. So, yay me. Yay for being tired little me. But, what all can we talk about today? What all is going on? What all is happening in the world of farming sim? I'm sure there's something. I got permission from Virtual Farmer to use the Land Rover if I so choose on Shamrock Valley, which is nice. So props to him. If you do not know who he is, he makes mods and streams. I don't know his Twitch schedule or anything like that, but you can find him on YouTube. Pretty interesting fellow when he goes into full Eddie mode. Eddie is his role-playing crazy guy. That's like the only way I can describe it, but pretty cool guy nonetheless. Definitely thank him for letting me use that. Trying to finalize all of the mods that we're going to be using on Shamrock Valley also. So we're getting down to the end. I think I've about got it all squared away and figured out. I just, you know, I really hope after I put all this effort into this series, I am really hoping that you guys will enjoy it. So I think it'll be pretty good. I promise not to mispronounce Alice Chalmers as Alice Chambers ever again. Because apparently I was, and I was not paying any attention to when I spoke, so I'm pretty sure that probably got onto some people's nerves, so we won't worry about that anymore. Else, God, there has not been a lot of new things come out. We don't really have much information on FS19. Probably won't until the beginning of the week. So is when the Giants team is online and in the Farming Sim Discord. and I can kind of poke and prod around and see what all they talk about. So that is still the numero uno thing going on, is I'm waiting for more FS19 news, because I think it's going to be, from what the community manager has said, that there is still one big surprise left for FS19, and we don't have anything to go off of. So, you know, it's up to anybody's guess as to what exactly it's going to be. So, I'm interested to know. Is it going to be another brand? Is it going to be a feature? Does the dog talk? You know, is that the kind of thing that we're going for here? Yeah. So that is where I am at with all of that. Now we got to decide what we're going to put in these fields. Probably the most profitable thing, even though I want to kind of keep it fun, because we do have to buy 2 more fields, plus implements, plus pigs, plus. So yeah, we need to kind of store away some cash here. One thing I do need to do is go buy some seed before we are out of cash. The planter will not fit into the barn, and we don't own the pig farm or the sheep, or the pig farm and the cow farm, so we can't use their seed refill points. So kind of an issue with that thing. Not a huge one. You can get a seed tender and use it, but that seems a little bit extreme. Actually, that brings up a point. I wonder if I can back the Mac in there, if it will take or not. That is going to be something to think about. Oh, I guess I could talk about Shamrock Valley and how that whole thing is going to be played out. Now, there are going to be some long-winded jobs in that. I am playing it full realistic mode. We are playing it at ×3. I am playing it as, you know, we inherited the farm. We get like a handful of fields. Not every field. I've decided against every field. We got to have something to work towards. But because, you know, plowing a field might take forever and a day, because we're going to do it with realistic size equipment for those fields. You know, we're not going to overdo it. Even as small as we are right now, you know, in Lone Oak Farm, this is equipment that is probably too big for the fields that we're working on. Well, I mean, I know it's too big, because let's face it, this is not that big of an area. You know, you've got all spring and summer, and after harvest to get your fields prepped. And, you know, here we are doing it in 15-20 minutes. So there is no way that somebody's going to spend, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars to do things as fast as we are doing them. Even though, you know, this seems relatively slow for FS, it is extremely fast for the real world. So, yeah, that is something to take into account. So we are not going huge on Shamrock Valley. We're not even going to go as big as what we are here. It's going to be, you know, a bunch of little stuff. I'm going to do everything, you know, the right way, the best way that I know how, and still, you know, it helps if you guys help me out with that as well. So, yeah, that is, that's that. But what I want to do is, if I get into a spot where it's going to be like a long, tedious job, like let's say I get into one of the fields that hasn't been mowed in a while. Okay, if it hasn't been mowed in a season, we're basically going to say it's been overgrown. If we want to turn that into arable, what we have to do, okay, we're role playing all this. So what we're going to do clear cut the ground. Okay, so we're gonna take a mower and cut it. Then we're gonna come by with a forage harvester. You know, you wouldn't do this in real life, but you know, we're gonna do it in ours. That way we can get rid of the product. We're gonna take all of the grass off that field, and that grass from that cut, because it's going to be deemed unusable for animals, will be sold to the BGA. So yes, we do get a little bit of money off of it. Is it unrealistic? Yes, because normally you would just, you know, brush cut the field and turn everything in. So that is what I mean. Oh. Oh, come on now. Get off the fence. There we go. But after we do that, then we will. Okay, this is going to be the bad part, but I know it's done, so the plows can work correctly. Is we are going to cultivate that field with a disc. So, God dang it! Come on, get out of the fence. Get out of the fence. Hopefully I won't get stuck there again. We will cut everything with a disc. That way the plow can have an easier time. Remember, roleplay. Then we'll plow it. Then we will hit it with a seed bed. Not a seed bed, but a leveler and crumbler. Okay, to knock down the ridges. And then we'll be power harrowing everything before we seed it. Okay, and of course, you know, manure in there somewhere, and slurry, and you know, whatever our chosen method of fertilization is going to be, irrigation. Who knows? Who knows how we're going to do it? But we're gonna do it one way or the other. Okay, so that is how we're going to do overgrown. We got my air quotes of overgrown, overgrown fields. Okay, hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. And that would be how we're gonna reclaim a grassland into an arable field if it has not been used. Okay, and we won't be using a disc mower on it either. We'll be using a bush hog. So anything cut with a bush hog goes to the BGA. Everything cut with a disc can be, you know, raked into hay or turned into silage, or you know, the normal stuff. Okay, we won't be using a what do they call that? A flail either. We don't need it to be flailed there. And another thing is, I was watching, you know, a couple news. I'm not going to call them news reports, but you know, like farmers talking about things. Apparently, cows like hay. Picked up from a forage harvester more than they do like it going through, or not a forage harvester, a forage wagon, because if it goes through a harvester, something about the way it's diced, they don't like that, and they like it better from the forage wagon than they even do from bales. So that may be something that we explore. You know, we wouldn't have to make so many hay bales. We can make hay bales for the sheep. The sheep don't mind. But, yeah, so farmers have done testing with forage wagons and cows, and apparently cows like the hay better from that. Let's fit the tractor. I know that has collisions. I can fit the tractor. But yeah, that's something that I plan on kind of doing. Like I said, this series is going to be slow. You're going to feel like we're not making much progress. I'm doing it to play how I want to play. So that's why I said, you know, if there are days that I feel, you know, we're not going to make much progress in a day because we're going to be playing long seasons in this too, then I will, you know, just basically stream it. That way I can talk to you guys, and you know, we can have a nice little chat and everything like that, because I do like that. There are times, you know, I'm out and about and I cannot answer what's the word I'm looking for here? I cannot answer, you know, messages and stuff like that, and I feel bad. So I'd rather do the streaming, that way, you guys can ask questions. I can, just tell you right then and there. Now, if I do a stream that night, there won't be an episode of that in the next day. The stream will count towards that next day, okay? Hopefully it makes a little bit of sense. I'm trying to accommodate everybody, even my sleep schedule. So I'm still going to do 2 a day. So you'll get Lone Oak every day, and you're going to get Shamrock Valley every day. So you get 2 verse, whether it be a stream or whether it be a video. And if I feel, peppy, then maybe I can get, stream and a video of Shamrock Valley. You never know. Alright, got the John Deere going again here. So we'll walk across the street, go get the Ford, and go to the store and get some pallets of seed that we're going to need. I've put more fuel in this truck than I have any tractor in the entire time that we've owned it. And that's kind of sad. It gets like feet to the gallon. Like, this map is, what, two square kilometers or something like that? And we've refilled it twice, and we really haven't went anywhere. So, bit of a hog, really. Alright, we got 2 here. Get around this person really quickly. I think we really do need to buy Field 24, just for the sake of saying, because we're parking in somebody's pasture. I'm sure that they don't, agree with it too much, but we're just being, horrible neighbors, really. Alright. We need to just drop these here somewhere. Or X. E. There we go. Now, for curiosity's sake, if we open up this gate and go in here and grab the dump truck, I am very, very curious to see if we can fill this thing up with seed. Oh, I can. Can't I? Yes. Yes, I can. Alright. Well, that's that is a thing that we can do. So let's just go ahead and tip this here. There we go. We'll pick that up and toss it in there first. Well, then we didn't need to buy those pallets, but you know what? It will be fine. Alright, so let's see if this is going to work. I think it will. Either it went in there or it went out on the ground, and it didn't look like it hit the ground, so I'm going to say that that is a great success. It's not spilled out on the ground anywhere. I wonder why that last one doesn't get filled. That's a little bit weird. Actually, I think, if I'm right, the SimStation was using the same planter that I am. And if I remember correctly, back to when he was still on Lone Oak instead of the GS Hot map he's on now, I want to say that these seeders are supposed to have dividers in them for fertilizer and such. So that may explain why one of them is open and the other one's full. We're only 60% full of seed. Jeez. I don't know if that's enough. I know that's not enough. What am I talking about? I know it's not. I'm just gonna stop by the... Or no, I'm almost full of seed. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I thought it was only 60% full. Okay, I want to stop down in here and check out something really, really quickly. Wait a minute. Did they smooth that out? Did BulletBill listen to me and smooth that out? I didn't go like shooting across the map or anything. Oh my god, if he did, he is the man. Sam is the man. Now, how much digestate do we have? Do we have any at all is the big question. We have 16,000 liters. Okay, not enough. Now, we will be doing slurry spreading on this. They just don't make a good American spreader, though. I've looked. So we're going to use the host system and some of its stuff. Hopefully that's not, make anybody mad or anything like that. But we're not going to do like cultivation with it or anything. We're just going to do just regular old spreading. So that is the plan. Okay, so this is going to take a minute, so I'll see you guys whenever I get there. Okay, so I've decided that we're going to plant wheat here. Now this is a pretty straight field, so whenever we go to harvest it... Am I down? There we go. Whenever we go to harvest this field, then it'll be easier to pick up and bale. So that is my thought with doing this field as wheat, and we'll do the other one as either canola or soybeans, just whatever's going to be a little bit better price for us. We don't really need the straw right now, or yeah, the straw, so we can sell it as well, and as we know, we get a pretty good price on each bale that we make, so that is always very welcome. How well is this field prepped? Alright, so that field's plowed. This one's now plowed. Those are plowed. 16 is kind of plowed. I missed a lot on 16 on plowing. So yeah, we need to finish. I'm just going to plow on 16 again. Okay. So this is going to have one thing of fertilizer on it because, or wait, yeah. Okay, they're one. So this is going to be 2, 2, and 1. Alright. So hopefully we can get some full stages of the fertilizer on these this time. That is like the plan. And my plans hardly ever work, so hopefully it works out. I know that we've kind of slowed down in the series too, which, is kind of a bummer, but it was going to happen at some point. We were going to buy as much as we could with the amount of land that we owned, and we have reached the pinnacle. So I'm going to run up here and we're going to come back down again there, so we don't gotta worry about that one little spot. Okay, so something else I have thought about is how... Okay, we know that season requires you to keep casual maintenance done to your tractors and equipment. Now let me know down in the comments below. If I ask you something that it's kind of important to what I'm what I'm asking about. I'm not just asking for comments to comment. If we had a random generator determine if we have a breakdown or or anything like that for some of our equipment and tractors. Okay, so I'm not saying that we lose it for the whole day. Let's say, because I know that there are like number generators that can do this online. Like you give them certain parameters. Like, okay, let's say we're in the case right now, right? So let's say we roll a 5. Okay, then that is case blew a tire. We got to have somebody come out and put a tire on the case. We lose the case for 5 hours for that playtime. Okay, is that something you would like to see me do? Now this is a very serious question. I'm being serious right now. If it is, then that'd be something we could do in our realistic series as well. I'm calling this one the unrealistic series, even though we started from nothing and we don't really have like huge things. But I've gone flying across the map and everything. There will not be any flying across the map in the next one. In Shamrock Valley, there will be no random workers either. We're going to go back to the contractor mod. I'm going to revisit that idea. I think I can make it better. Okay, so instead of switching through workers every day, they're just going to be people that we have to go pick up and have work. But we have to pay them. Okay? Like, I mean, they get paid anyway, but like more than that, I guess, because that would be like their operating costs or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out from there. But I want to do that because that was a pretty cool. Like, I like the contractor mod because it gives you people that physically exist in the server without me having to run a multiplayer server, which is kind of hard for my setup to do. And have all these mods. And it's not just the mods, it's I have custom made like edits to a lot of mods to make them either work for what I need or things like that. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if that is something you would like me to do. Okay, I'm talking about the random events. We can have days where nothing happens. It'll be a greater chance a day just goes normally than like we break down and lose. Like, let's say it's winter time. Okay, so it's in the winter months and we're gonna go move some snow and stuff and do some winter work. Well, we roll like a 2 and we get gelled filters and we lose an hour because the fuel's gelled in the tractor. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Not losing a tractor for a day or a week or whatever. Just something that we have to pay out and kind of work like that. So we're doing pretty good here. We're making a lot of progress today. We've got field 18 done. We've got field, what number is it? Field 17 is being worked on. Hopefully they're still kind of going. I'll probably have to go and reset them at some point. We'll get this field done and I will go over there. I needed to put the pickup on follow me. I forgot to do it. That way we can, leave this here. So that is a mistake on my part. But yeah, I think today we're making pretty good progress for once. I'm not being like overrun with work to do, which is nice for a nice relaxing day. Nice, lazy Saturday. So field 29, I'm just gonna leave it alone for right now. It's like really small and awkward to get in and out of and around. I may just end up planting it as grass because it is such a tiny field. The only reason I bought it was one, it was 10 grand. It's like one of the cheapest fields on the lot, and 2, it was needed to unlock the pig farm. So it was a good little stepstone there for that. But as far as being a field I want to work all the time, no, not really. We don't have anything that really fits in there like really good, so may leave it alone for now. I think that's probably going to be the best bet, honestly. Alright, last little piece here on field 20. God, I keep calling it 19. 19 is that one, and we will be cutting out that tree. I'm not going to fight a tree in a field of that size. The only tree that is in this map that is off limits is the oak tree. Like, that is it. That is the one field that is a no-no. So, it is the farm's namesake, so we will not be cutting it down ever. Don't ask me to. Don't even try to convince me to. It's just, it's not going to happen. I think, it's been in every single thumbnail for every one of these videos, and, yeah, we're just not having it. I'm just, nope. Just not gonna happen. Okay, so I'm gonna go save worker H from himself. Now see, this is what happens when a worker does all the work. Look at all I have to clean up. Nothing really. Just a little bit. I love it when they work right. Like, they're great. And we didn't even prep this field. So, that's a kudos. Alright, so I'm going to get this guy squared away. and get him going this way. And that's where we're going to end the video at today. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully we done something that's kind of exciting. Again, we're in the lull period where, you know, we don't have enough money to buy anything, and we're just trying to buy pigs. So hopefully in the next few episodes we can finally get a little bit farther ahead and keep just working at a decent pace. Probably next episode we're going to plow ourselves a field 16. We're going to get that going because it's such an odd shaped field that we'll do it with John Deere and take care of everything ourselves. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.